Hello everybody, and welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I have another special one prepared for you. It is the Hitman Trilogy, the PlayStation games, not the World of Assassination games. And I got them sealed because I actually found them for pretty cheap sealed, and they were in really good condition. I have the box right over here. I already opened it up to remove all the labels and address and everything that can dox me. So, with that being said, let's just pull it out over here in the bubble wrap. I'll put the box aside. Here it is. Let's remove the bubble wrap. Want to hear how it pops? Does it pop? It does pop. Alright, that's not what you're here for. Oh, look at it. I think this is the Ortmeyer symbol. I'm not sure though. I think it's supposed to represent a vase with flowers, like for grieving victims. Alright, let's put that to the side. And here it is. Hitman Trilogy for PlayStation 2. Sealed. The first game in this trilogy came out in 2002, pretty sure. It was Hitman 2 over here, also known as Hitman Silent Assassin. This is the NTSC NC version. And yeah, this is the front cover. The top, I think it's 47 here in Blood Money, in the Las Vegas level, because it says casino in the background. Yeah, we also have the scene in the World of Assassination trilogy, or like Hitman 2016 intro. Here's the back. We'll be reading it and taking a closer look in a second. By the way, this over here, this is how it came. The seller did mention this. It did show this in the photos. Obviously, this is sealed and new, but it's an edition that came out in 2007, I think. And the spine over here, Hitman Trilogy, 3-game set. And the bottom you already saw, and that's it. Okay. Well, in Premiere, right in front of you and in front of the camera, I will remove the shrink wrap and see how it is inside. I received this yesterday, and I got to recording this immediately because I was curious to see how it is inside, and I wanted to catch my honest opinion, my first opinion on camera, and also wanted to unseal it on camera. So let's go. I'll start from here. Here it is. This is factory sealed. Okay, I don't want to damage the box over here. The cardboard. There it is, like new. This has been sitting on there since 2007, most likely. And here it is. Look how smooth that is. No dents, no scratches or anything. Let me smell it. Yeah, it smells like cardboard. Okay, so here it is. Here are all the games. Let's take a look at the sleeve first. So you already saw the cover. It's 47 here from Blood Money. The cover is shiny, as you can see a little bit. Like, it's a bit matte, but it's also kind of shiny cardboard. Hitman Trilogy, you have over here Blood Money, Hitman 2, aka Silent Assassin, and Contracts. I really like Contracts. Back when it was published by ADOS, IO Interactive, and the rating is mature, ESRB. Now let's take a look at the back of the sleeve. The complete series in one killer package. Experience the entire critically acclaimed and controversial, why controversial, series Become Agent 47, the Hitman, a killer for hire. Challenging, deep, and classy, says IGN. Tensely exciting, says GameSpot. Master tools of your trade. Is that a reference to traditions of the trade? Probably not. That game isn't even in this package, although the remake of that mission is in contracts. Master tools of your trade, high-powered weapons, everyday objects, disguises. Strike instantly or take your time. No rules, just a contract signed in blood. We have a few screenshots over here to the right. There doesn't seem to be any screenshot from Hitman 2. I don't think so. This is from Blood Money. This is from the last mission in contracts. And this seems to be from the Beldingford Mansion mission. From the Beldingford Manor mission in contracts as well. Weird. Prepare to make a killing. 3 award-winning games. Open-ended. Not really, except for maybe contracts and Blood Money. 2 and some levels from contracts are not that open-ended. Prepare to make a killing. The award-winning, open-ended stealth and action gameplay. Benchmark graphics and sound. I don't know. Even for the time, they were like, what I'll give to the Hitman series is that the first ever Hitman Codename 47, had some really nice cloth physics for the year 2000. That's what I remember. Benchmark graphics and sound. Dark and ruthless, that is definitely contracts. Tales of Cold-Blooded Vengeance, 4 discs. Because you have the 3 games, and over here, as it says to the right, you have a bonus disc for a sneak preview at Kane & Lynch Deadman. I did play that game. It's not that good. I hear the sequel is better, but I haven't played that yet. And that's it. It does offer progressive scan, though, and vibration function and analog control. So, let's go ahead, and this is the side of it. With Blood Money contracts and Silent Assassin. Let's start with one of them. Actually, let's pull all of them out. And take a look. This one says that it has the included bonus disc for Kane & Lynch, the Blood Money. And here's the contracts. And here's Hitman 2. Let's start with Hitman 2. This is the front cover. And Hitman 2's menu theme is pretty epic, but my favorite one has to be the original, Codename 47. It's just, I don't know, it's just so good. Anyway, the Hitman is a bona fide badass, says the official US PlayStation magazine. Let's see here. We have a few screenshots. Completely open, and not really, no, that's actually a lie. Completely open-ended gameplay experience. Open-ended gameplay experience that allows you to balance surgical precision with visceral, violent outbursts. Yeah, if you want to play that way. It's from that. This is from that Indian mission in India where you assassinate somebody. Well, if you choose to do it the canon way, the stealth way, you shut the generator, shut the lights, and kill them with the scalpel. Lethal arsenal at your disposal to make every kill an experience to savor. That doesn't really make any sense. Over here to the left, we have a deadly game of disguise. Yeah, that is what the Hitman series is mostly known for. It's social stealth, as they call it. A deadly game of disguise allows you to assume the identity of your victims. And over here, massively upgraded game engine features in-mission saves. You know when this is a feature that this game is not exactly the best in the series, but it still is fun, and I would recommend it if you're a stealth fan or a Hitman fan. I did play it myself. I played all Hitman games. You couldn't save in the first one, so that's why they mentioned that. Mission saves selectable first and third person playable perspectives. And what does it say? Enhanced graphics. The sleeve is very glossy in the right hand. That kind of makes it harder to read. Hitman 2. Step into the world of a cold-blooded killer for hire, hunting and stalking your prey in a deadly game of cat and mouse. It's completely up to you how to fulfill the contract. Be warned, some of your targets are heavily guarded, heavily guarded as well as completely paranoid. They'll be expecting you. I see. Part of a set, it says over here, not for individual return or exchange. So this is the front cover again. This is the spine. This is the first game. Let's go ahead and open it up. And this is immaculate, by the way. This is the disc over here. Hitman 2. And the manual, when games used to come with manuals. Let's take a look at the manual. We'll put this down over here. This is the manual. Okay. Wow, would you look at that sketch? I think it's one of those Indian cultist guards. Contents. Read before using. Yeah, that's just warranty and seizure stuff. So here we have the contents to the right. You have the chapters as well. Sicily, St. Petersburg, Japan, Malaysia. Man, they really fumbled the bag with the Japan chapters. I was so eager and awaiting them when I played this for the first time, and they're probably the worst section of the game. That and the Afghanistan chapters, or as they call them here, Nuristan. Okay. Ooh, nice art. Getting started. The DualShock analog. Memory card. I'm not going to be pausing and reading because we have 2 other games to get through. But if you want, you can pause the video and read for yourself. The manual, it's interesting, the manual is black and white, which I thought that usually for America they printed them in color. It was in the UK, or like maybe not in the UK, but other PAL regions where the games are sold at. The manuals were black and white. Personally, when I bought games from the store in the country that I was born in and that I'm living in, manuals always were in black and white. So introduction. This is the introduction. Who's this guy supposed to be? Interesting. We can read the introduction real quick. Let's see here. First of all, take a look at this. I think this is a screenshot from. It's not a screenshot. It's art from. It's a splash screen for a level. I think it's the level after a basement killing in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. All right, let's see here. Maybe we'll find out who this guy is. You're back. Are you prepared? This past is about to catch up with you. The past is about to catch up with you. You, the hired gun, with a sense of loyalty, the assassin with a sense of justice. And faith? What of faith? Trust in your God, but carry a loaded gun. Bind yourself with the mastery of weapons and the thoroughness of groundwork. Know when to take your time and when to strike instantly. Track down those who forced you out of retirement. Seep through the deep fractures of the world. Flow through the quarters of sin, crime, greed, and dishonor. Be certain, 47, in such places your enemies will hide, until the only safe place is behind you. Watch your back, 47. The enemy is closer than you think. Okay, so this, I have no idea who this guy is supposed to be. I don't think he's a target. Who's this girl supposed to be? Interesting. So we have the chapters here. I'm not gonna read through all of them because we have a lot to go. But you can pause and read yourself. There's the metro station from St. Petersburg. I really like that it's not just a manual, but it includes art style as well. It includes artworks and level descriptions. Is really nice. I really like it. I don't know if this is how the original manual for Hitman 2 was, or if this is some extra new stuff added for this trilogy edition of the game. There's one of the targets, the doctor. Yeah, they have to hide her body in that mission. Nuristan and India. And then there's a return to St. Petersburg. And then the final mission back where you started. Main menu, you know, all this jazz that these days it's second nature. You don't really have to read about it. Laptop, computer. Mission elements. I mean, if you just like to read it just for, I don't know, for enjoyment or for nostalgia, these things used to exist. That's why I'm not just flipping through all the pages. Because, I mean, people are here to see the contents, right? And that's what I'm providing. This is a thorough unboxing and showcase. The inventory menu. Mission elements. Who's this guy? Who's this smug guy with that ponytail? And you can see the shadow of the villain of the game. I forget his name. He's very forgettable. Weapons and equipment, which was improved upon from Hitman Code 47. You actually had a shed where you can see all your stuff. You had a hideout. This is the first game that included a hideout. Who's this guy supposed to be? I know some of them are just like random grunts or like artwork, concept art for grunts, but he looks Asian. And you don't have, there's, as far as I know, maybe he's one of the guys from the port in Rotterdam. Who knows? Options, graphics options. Nice artwork here. I wonder who this guy is supposed to be. Sound options, control setup. I know who this guy is to the right. He's one of the targets. Hints and tips even. This is... What is this office? Where is it from? So this looks like something that would be in Blood Money in the Las Vegas Dance with the Devil mission. Hints and tips. Let's read a few hints and tips just for funsies. All right, let's see. Pay attention to sound. An audible heartbeat is a sign of danger. The enemy might be getting suspicious. Never really knew that about Hitman 2. I didn't know it had heartbeats like that. By being cautious and using keyhole mode, look through keyhole feature, you can further ensure a safe passage through rooms. Being in disguise doesn't mean you won't get spotted. Suspicious behavior while in disguise will draw attention to yourself. Therefore, it is advisable to walk instead of run. Oh yeah, this was a very big problem with the game. When in well-traveled areas, otherwise guards may take notice of you. So guards saw through your disguise, because the first game did not have a disguise being blown feature, or like it did have, but guards couldn't see through their disguise unless you did something illegal. Who's this guy in the background over here? This ghost-looking guy. Interesting. Ooh, special. I guess this is from the Japan missions, the special forces. Yame. But yeah, there's a technique called slide running in this game that speedrunners use, which basically is, I don't remember, you either hold the sprint button and tap forward, or hold the forward button and tap sprint. And the credits, and this guy over here. This guy is from the embassy, I know him. He's the Russian dude. Hit log. I see. So notes, this is notes basically. This is one of the drivers, I guess, from that mission in St. Petersburg where you can bomb a car. And the back, we have Kane Lynch, Dead Man. Alright, I'll be reading the manual for myself later. So this is the first game. This is from... Is this from Tunnel Rats or... No, Basement Killing, I think he has an axe. This is from Tunnel Rats, I think. A mission in Afghanistan, or Nuristan as they call it here. Okay, let me close in on the screenshots from the game in case I didn't do that well enough first time around, if you want to see them. And these are, if you care about that, the gaming publications scores. Alright, let's move on to contracts. Probably my top 3 most liked games from Hitman. Hitman Contracts is just very different from the other ones because it borderlines like a thriller horror game at times, and I like that. It's the darkest game in the series for sure, and they went in a different direction with it, and I loved it. Also, fun fact, for each mission, this is the spine, for each mission, there's either snow or rain. All missions take place during rain or snow in this game, because they take place in 47's mind. Ooh, the back of this one is really nice. Enter the world of a hitman. A world of crime, sin, and greed. Delve into the mind of Agent 47 and encounter his greatest adversities. Yep, what I told you about. Completing the work that made him so brutally efficient and shaped him as an assassin. Eliminate your targets by any means necessary. There are no rules. Only the contract signed in blood. 47 is back and more lethal than ever. Here's a close-up of the screenshots. You have the Siberia level. This is... What is this? What is this level from? Oh, it's the Hong Kong levels. This is the Romania level. From the... I think it's pronounced Satu Mare. That's where the asylum is. And this is the... Oh, this is also the Siberia, I think. Weird to have 2 screenshots from the same level. No, this is the Belgian fort. This is... I'm sorry, I confused it for the Russian winter outfit of the soldiers. No, this is the Belgian fort guards. Travel the globe, eliminating international terrorists and crime bosses from your hit list. Complete your mission objectives with a wider variety of tactical approaches. Now, this is actually true. This game was the start of them. Well, it showed signs both in Code 47 and Hitman 2, but this game is really where they started developing more stealth and more multiple approach gameplay philosophy. Especially with the Belgian port manner. I was right. This is from the... So they have 2 screenshots from contracts. They have 0 screenshots from Hitman 2 on the sleeve, the cardboard sleeve. This is from the Meat King's party. This is from Belgian Fort. This is from the last mission. I think this is also from Belgian Fort outside, if I'm not mistaken. Improvise on the job, picking up disguises and environmental objects to use as weapons. Advanced enemy intelligence uses squad-based tactics to try to stop you. This last level is I don't want to swear, but this last level is a bitch, bro. I commented on that because they mentioned AI. Yeah, you only see that, at least I only saw that in that level. 1 player, analog control, vibration function. It doesn't mention progressive scan here anymore. I guess it's maybe implied. Okay, and this is this cover goes hard, and this is the cover. You saw this before. Let's open it up and see what's inside. This is the disc, Hitman Contracts, and here we have the manual as well. We'll take a look at that right now. Here it is, same cover. On the back we have Kane and Lynch Dead Man, another advertisement for them, for this game. And this one is also in black and white contracts. Same thing. Setting up, controller, gameplay, the controls, main menu, training. You actually have a proper hideout, although it's not mentioned where in this game. The training actually has you go through like a specially arranged sort of shooting range, and like corridors with covers and all that, mimicking a real life building. It's pretty cool. Stuff about game menu, selection, stuff that you don't need to really read about to know how it works these days. I guess it was for the really casual gamers at the time. Displays. You can pause and read if you want. I hope it's the lighting is good enough and the quality is good enough for the smaller text for you to be able to read it. If not, if you're watching on a mobile device, you can zoom in. Maybe you can zoom on PC as well, I'm not sure though. Weapons, shotguns, sniper rifles, machine guns. Equipment, binoculars, night vision goggles, and the map. Hints and tips. Proper planning always increases the chance of making a successful hit. No shit. Spend time on surveillance and try changing your approach if your current plan isn't working. That's actually a good tip for literally every hurdle in video games, and maybe even in real life as well. Credits. And that's it. This one seemed smaller with less stuff included, not so much artwork. This game was a bit rushed. It came out while they were still developing Blood Money, which is, as we know, the more famous one. This game is slept on, but it has some really. I know it has the latter half of the game is kind of bad, but it has some really good peaks, some really good missions, and I love it. Also, canonically, it takes place in the middle of Blood Money after the Milan mission. Actually, no, the Milan is, I think, what the play is called, but the mission takes place in Paris. Okay, and the third game over here. So here we have the third game. Apparently it includes the sneak peek for, what is it called? Kane and Lynch Dead Man. The old black Hitman Blood Money cover. And here we have the more iconic locations. Let's take a look here. We have the Dance with the Devil location. I think it's second to last mission. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually. A New Life, or like, I don't know, the one with this Vinny Sinistra, I think is the target's name. The infamous A Murder of Crows mission. Infamous because at the time, 2007, I think, it had the NPC density for this, by the way, it was insane. And this mission, yeah, and this screenshot is from the same mission as well. This is from Flatlined. And this is from the theater mission, which is probably the most known mission in Blood Money. Either that one or Dance with the Devil, just because of the FBI guy's outfit with the devil mask. And also, you better watch out. I can't believe they didn't include any screenshot from that mission. That is my favorite mission from this game. That and the hotel one. Prepare to make a killing. Hitman is back, drawing you closer than ever into his deadly world, where staying anonymous and being smart and totally ruthless are the key to a perfect execution. Lucrative contracts on the rich and powerful in high-profile locations make killing for money a good business. But when a rival agency enters the scene, it's war, and only the best men will be left standing. 2 discs. www.hitmanbloodmoney.com. I'm not sure if that domain still exists. Hey, this one mentions progressive scan. Maybe contracts didn't have progressive scan, which is weird since the game before and after it has it mentioned on the box. And this is also the art style over here to the right that you see in the menus. And this is Blood Money. Let's open up and see what's inside. We have the sneak peek. We have a plastic flap over here. The sneak peek for Kane and Lynch videos and screenshots. We have the manual here, absolutely immaculate, in jet black. And the game itself, look at that disc with the shiny leather gloves and the garrote wire with dripping blood. And the tie, you can see the striped tie in the background. I think, by the way, fun fact, I think Blood Money, as far as I remember, is the only game in which he has a striped tie in the shirt. All the other games, it's plain. Let's take a look at the manual. Okay. Oh, this corner over here is a bit bent. Interesting. Okay. Here is the manual, just like the cover. The back we have yet again Kane and Lynch. I think the idea with this whole trilogy bundle pack was that they'd be advertising Kane and Lynch with every game in the pack, since the pack released probably around the time they were planning to release Kane and Lynch, or it was out. Although if they included a sneak peek, I don't think it was out yet. I think it may have come out in 2008. Anyway, contents over here. We have the Mersus Letterfer logo here, and I think DK stands from Denmark, where IO Interactive is from. II. The sigil of ICA. Which I see, what does it stand for? I think International Contract Agency, that's what it stands for. The controls of the professional is what it says. Over here, interesting way to put it. Getting into the game, profile management, difficulty. Notoriety was a mechanic that they introduced in this game. Up close and personal. Close combat. Punch. Oh yeah, this is the first Hitman game in which you could freely punch people. It wasn't until Absolutions many years later that you could actually do some really decent hand-to-hand combat. And till this day, Absolution still remains the game with the most detailed hand-to-hand combat animations. I love that game. Elevator. Knives. Oh yeah, you can garrote people in the elevator. Or garrote. Whatever you pronounce it, however you pronounce it, like poison, human shield. I think they introduced it. No, I'm not sure if it was. I think it was in contracts as well. I'm not sure. Fun fact: you can use the human shield in this game. If you're fast enough, you can use it to circumvent having to use the limited number of sedative syringes that you have. That are also, as I came later to find out, they're not permanent. They do wake up after a while. But in Blood Money, it takes a while, as opposed to Contracts or Hitman 2. Walking a ledge. Subterfuge techniques. Okay, this one has a lot of information. Good, because the tutorial in this game is not that good. It teaches you about the game mechanics, but it doesn't teach you how to approach a level and how to be stealthy. Surveillance teaches about the gameplay, which is good, but doesn't really teach you how you should be approaching a mission. Distraction, firearms, tools of the trade. What is this? Manipulating light. I didn't really know. Yeah, you can shut lights in certain rooms and have targets delayed, or like go in and check it out. Submachine guns, sniper rifles. Rigging bombs. Well, the more you know. That's why I always like to read manuals. That and nostalgia, of course. And also I want to like read more about the game, since there's no books about most games, but there are manuals for older games. You know, it's a way to get closer to the game and to experience more. Recover surveillance tapes. Yeah, I think this is the first game where they introduced that post-mission. The rating. IO interactive game credits. And this is it for the manual of Hitman Blood Money. Use the credits. Now this game I think released, I don't know if it had a separate release for PS3, but I do know it had a separate release for Urban Chaos Pride Response demo. Huh, I've heard of this game. Maybe I'll play it someday. I've heard that, I know that it had a 360 separate release, and released with the HD bundle trilogy for PS3. And recently it got ported to Switch, like a year ago or something like that. And they modify a lot of things. It's awful. Weapon and ammo. The button and objectives menu. Okay, well, why is this after the credits? What? Oh, or this is just for Urban Chaos? Maybe there's a demo you can play it. That's why. Okay, I see. This is the controls for that, and notes, of course. I love it. I actually almost never wrote in this as a kid because I didn't know what to write, and I didn't like writing. And for a time, I didn't even know how to write. I just wrote in capital letters. But I did use them in Grand Theft Auto games, I did use them to write cheats down. Murderer, nice. Not really. Anyway, so this is the manual and the third game and the final game in the bundle, Blood Money. And with that, we're done. All three of them with the sleeve over here. I'll take a nice photo for the thumbnail afterwards. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed. Hitman series is one of my favorite series of all time. I think top 5. And yeah, tell me what you liked. If you liked it, feedback is greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, because most of my viewers are not subscribed, and I like to grow and make higher quality and more output videos in the future. And you comment below which one of these three is your favorite. Most likely it's going to be a lot of Blood Monies, but who knows? We might see the odd contracts or even Hitman 2 in there. Well, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.